Hey, it's Carrie here with Wild Fig Marketing, and I have decided I'm going to do a new feature on the books that I am reading, because I read a ton of books, both personal and professional development books, and I thought, you know what, besides just applying these to my business, one of the things I could do is share these books with you. And then it would give you an opportunity to get some insight into the book and decide if it's something that you would be interested in or not. So the first one I want to feature, one of my recent favorites, is The Miracle Equation by Hal Elrod. And what I like about this book, if you've read The Miracle Morning, this is kind of like step 2. The goal of this book is help you move your biggest goals from possible to probable to inevitable. And so it's got some really key strategies on how to do that. It's not rocket science, but it's just a good practice. And a couple of the key takeaways I got from it was, first and foremost, he starts telling his story. And you know, I'm a big fan about stories, but his story was that when he was, I think about 27, in his late 20s, was driving home from an event, was hit by a drunk driver, actually technically died for 6 minutes, was taken to the hospital in a coma for a week, tons of broken bones, told when he woke up that this was his new reality and he might never walk again. And so what he did that was really interesting is, and probably a pretty positive guy, he decided, you know what, I can just submit to this and say, yep, I'm never going to walk again and this is my new reality, or I can apply what I did when I was in sales prior to the accident, which is a very detailed morning routine that he followed to help him reach some incredible sales goals that he had. And so he put that into practice, and as a result, I don't remember what the time frame was, but he ended up being able to walk again. He's become a successful author, speaker, podcaster, and he's just gone through a lot of trials and tribulations in his life. And every time he runs into one of those encounters, he applies the miracle equation. So, a couple things to note for this. Number one, one of my big takeaways from it was on goal setting. And I don't know about you, but I tend to set some pretty audacious goals. And what I liked about this is he said, the purpose of setting a goal is not to hit the goal. Let that sink in for a minute. Not to hit the goal. The real purpose of setting a goal is to develop yourself into the type of person who can achieve your goals regardless of whether you hit any particular one or not. Some goals you'll reach and some you won't. It is who you become by giving it everything you have until the last moment, regardless of your results, that enables you to develop the mindset and behaviors that will help you achieve bigger and better goals for the rest of your life. I don't know about you, but to me that was really powerful. The other big takeaway that I got from this was, anyone ever have disappointments, right? You know, you think you've got a client that's coming on board and then they say they're not interested or they don't return your call and now you're super bummed. And what he does is he's got this thing called the 5-minute rule. So you take 5 minutes to be just as upset as you want to be, whether it's yelling, screaming, kicking something, punching something, probably as long as it's not a person, right? But just letting it out, and at the end of the 5 minutes, taking a look at the situation and saying, all right, is this something that I can change? And if I can't change it, accept it and move forward. So keeping this from, if you get derailed on your way to reach these goals, that you don't let those setbacks, we're going to have setbacks, right? But you don't let those setbacks get in your way. So that is the book that I'm featuring this week. I hope you enjoyed this tip and I hope you find these book reviews helpful.